Until I found out about climate change and about how aviation impacts on climate change. I used to go to Italy every month at least. I flew to Italy for the weekend or sometimes for a day, and then I lived in Italy for a bit as well, and I used to fly back and forth all of the time. I definitely wasn't an activist.
I've missed my slot from Heathrow. Can I get a plane? Can I get a plane to America from here? No good. This is a backward country. You want to be like America. We can go from anywhere to anywhere on an airplane.
Well, you can't from here, I'm afraid. So
Oh, gee, this ain't no good at all.
you've dipped out.
Now, what are all these pretty girls? Well, perhaps I'll stay in England. There's lots of pretty girls here.
Sarah 4-1.
Yeah, I'll stay here. Who wants to go to America anyway?
My name is Tamsin. I'm part of an environmental action group called Climate Rush.
And you go. And we are protesting for revolution. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. And we are protesting for revolution. I hope the revolution's now.
I became aware of climate change after leaving university, and I particularly became aware of the third runway at Heathrow and what that would mean for our carbon emissions in the UK.
Revolution's now. We are not flying for revolution. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. We are not flying.
I kind of became involved with activism about 3 years ago at the Heathrow Climate Camp, and from then I haven't done anything else, just activist all the time.
Revolution. I hope the revolution's now. Now I kind of want to do a sort of rush.
But she's definitely not allowed.
At the beginning of this year we had a picnic at Heathrow Airport, and it was just so sweet and so nice and such a good way to engage people in doing something a bit naughty, because essentially you're not allowed to protest anywhere near an airport. It's just against the law, but because of the way that you present your protest, it means that the police can't really do anything about it because they'll just seem like real assholes. So yesterday we just wanted to see if this model could work in any airport, and it turned out that it kind of could. Like, we definitely had a picnic, but the police had been quite clever, and they were kind of like giving us something so that we wouldn't push too far. So they kind of gave us this area to sit in so that we wouldn't, rush through the gates or whatever.
I say, can we have a picnic in there, please?
Can we have a picnic just on the other side of the fence?
You can have your picnic over there. We've even barried it off.
We even barried it off.
We've got the sun, we've got the grass and everything.
What if we brought the horses? Is there an inside part of it?
Yeah.
Did you bring
Is there?
horses? No. Where's they're resting?
They're resting up. Is there an inside bit that we can have a little?
No, I'm afraid it will have to be on that outside bit there, I'm afraid. It's not been arranged. I'm sure it would be much more pleasant on the grass than on the tarmac.
There's plenty of space for all of you. There's conkers for the kids to play with. You'll have a lovely time.
It could have been a bit more interesting. Like, it could have been more interesting to push the local people here into a different form of action, like a more I don't want to say aggressive, but definitely sort of more challenging kind of protest. But it was good, and it was sweet, and I think it was good to sort of say, you're an activist group, you don't have to come to London to protest, you don't have to join up with Climate Camp, you can just focus on the targets that are really in your vicinity and definitely need that focus on them. So hopefully, we'll see more of that side of the protest, more local people just sorting out their local stuff, their local agenda.
Emphasising the vital importance of closing down this place.
The thing that I'm most proud of is the first Climate Rush event, which was when 1,000 women and men dressed up as suffragettes gathered in Parliament Square for a rally, and then at the end of the rally everyone rushed towards Parliament and rushed through the police lines and were banging on the doors of Parliament, and it was, you know, in all of the newspapers, and it was a real very empowering event. And I think the people in the crowd at the beginning of the rally wouldn't have known that in an hour's time they would be pushing past the police lines and be part of a 1,000 strong crowd and be doing things that they never thought they'd do before. I think that creating that moment and seeing it through and having this idea and then spending 6 weeks working like heck, you know, hell, and through lots of doubt and self-doubt and all of these sorts of things, but then seeing it actually happen and being at the front of that crowd rushing Parliament, that's probably the proudest moment of my life so far. So that was really good.